match number 3 would see a triple threat for the EWE Openweight title, as all the members of Project Mayhem. So that would be Jacob Sullivan, Devious Danny, and Alexander Roth. That's right, Essex Rescue, big fan favourite, Alexander Roth. Love the guy. Anyway, no bias here. They would go at it. Alexander Roth being the champion, putting his belt on the line against his 2 stablemates. Initially, you'd see Sullivan try the sneak attack on Devious Danny, but Devious Danny would hit a low blow and Sullivan would be sent outside. What's that say? I can't even read my own handwriting. All I know, oh, that's it. He threw his shirt at Roth, then hit a super kick. What a way to distract him. You know, Danny was definitely being devious in this one. He was definitely out to win this one. These 3 just absolutely went at it. Roth would hit, there'd be an intense exchange, and Roth would hit a running senton. He'd go for the throat thrust. So, Sullivan would hit it would be double teamed. Would be double teamed by the other 2. He'd head up top, then he'd hit a double drop kick to wipe them both out. He'd throw Roth into Danny and then cause a DDT, explosive suplex on Devious Danny for a 2 count. And then he'd start to beat down his stablemate. Just another nasty DDT on by Devious Danny on Sullivan for a 2 count. Loved it when Sullivan and Danny were exchanging chops, and then Danny would lock in the armbar. Roth would do a frog splash onto Devious Danny for a 2 count, and Sullivan would have to break it up. And then there's the Roth chop. Love the Roth chop. Who doesn't love the Roth chops? Come on. God, how much of this happened? I forget. Well, you know, I don't forget this was a great match. You'd see Sullivan would hit a spear on Roth for a 2 count as Danny would pull the ref out the ring. Roth would actually then lock in a submission maneuver to win and retain his title. At the end of this one, you would actually see Louis Basham come out and he'd attack all and hit an F5 on not 1, but 2 referees. Anyway, folks, you know, Sullivan, not seen the guy before. What a great showing. What a good showing from the guy, you know. Gave his all against his stablemates, you know. He hit some big moves. He held his own against 2 other superstars. Devious Danny. See why he's called Devious. I'm not being funny. He did not hold back on his stablemates at all. He was down from the bell. He was down from before the bell. That man was like, this title's going to be mine. And he just gave it his all. You know, definitely fantastic, high-intensity wrestler right there. Now, on to Roth, the champion. We all know how I feel about Roth. I'm a Roth man through and through. This guy is just phenomenal. Great on the mic. Great in the ring. Just, you know, whether he's a face, whether he's a heel, this man just gives it his all. The fans absolutely just, they either love him, they despise him. It don't matter to him. The man can go. The man can wrestle. The man is just awesome, you know. This stable looks, you know, if they get back on the same page, this could, you know, I can see why they have so many titles tied up to them. Anyway, what a fantastic match this was, you know. So if you ever get a chance to check out any of these 3 guys in action, I implore you, do so for yourselves.